close up. Mommy's filming. Mommy's filming. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My favorite season is upon us, fall, and it's very important to establish at the beginning of this video whether you find yourself in Camp A or Camp B. Camp A being, are you a fall harvest girly? Or Camp B, are you a fall Halloween girly? For the harvest girlies, you're in luck. I am not a horror, Halloween, spiders, scary girl. I am a fall harvest, apple picking at an apple orchard, hot mulled cider girl. So if that's your jam, you're in luck, because not only have I pulled out all of my fall home decor from seasons past, but I sourced a few new pieces along the way. But not all of it is just for fall. I'm also entering my hostess era. I got some new dinnerware and I had a girlfriend over because I finally finished designing my dining room. So I'm so excited to show you guys that. But I'm most excited to show you how I plan to integrate these fall items into my already existing decor. Because as you guys have seen in previous videos, or if you're new here, hi, welcome, and you'll see in this video, that my apartment is already pretty styled in the vintage, botanical, nostalgic, grandma, overstuffed, over knick-knacked look on purpose, purposeful clutter, as I like to think of it. So I'm wondering if there's any surfaces left for all of my pumpkins. So while you guys come along shopping with me at Homesense, Michael's, Indigo, and all the rest, I'm gonna show you guys what I've had from seasons past and then what I've added in this year because I felt was missing. Let's get into it. So as you can see from around me, I have enough stuffed pumpkins to last me a lifetime. So I really don't need to add in any more pumpkin pillows. Although I will mention, I did see, and I'll insert a picture because I did not find it. I didn't pick it up when I saw it because I couldn't afford it at the moment. I was waiting for payday. But as you know, with these stores like Homesense and Winners, if you don't grab it the second you see it, someone else will 5 minutes later and you've missed the boat. So Rachel Zoe released this pumpkin-shaped botanical pillow that was right up my street, but I missed it. I went to many a Homesense and Winners and strolled up and down so many pillow aisles. I even checked all the displays to see if they had used the pillow in the display to make it look cute, and I didn't find this pillow anywhere. That's okay. Live and let go. There are always more beautiful things out there to find, and I'm not going to dwell. The first thing I want to show you guys though is my dishware set, because I have been looking for 2 years for new dishware. I have been eating, since I moved into this apartment, off of just regular white porcelain, Pier 1, that doesn't exist anymore by the way, that's how old those dishes are, dishware. And that was from my sad girl beige phase, or sad beige girl phase, however you want to say it. But I've been looking for some country vintage looking, or even vintage and antique, like Facebook Marketplace, flea markets, antique stores, trying to find, I didn't have a price point because I wanted the perfect dishware set that would last a lifetime and grow with me. And I wanted it to be blue or green. More blue, was leaning towards a blue and white. I wanted it to have a scene on it, and I wanted it to be the countryside. Well, I have searched high, I have searched low, I have searched in person, online, and finally the day came where the perfect place settings landed in my lap. I found this set at Stokes online. It's a dinnerware set of 12 pieces, which consists of, I bought 3 of them. So I have 12 dinner plates, 12 salad plates or dessert plates, however you want to use them, and 12 bowls. That means that my mug collection that I got from Indigo and want to build on and don't want to give up, even though it doesn't really match, I didn't want to spend all that money on all the extra mugs. I'm not a hot beverage girly. I don't really serve coffee after dinner, even though I might start because I'm entering my hostess era. And I know that's the thing to do, coffee or tea after dinner. But I wanted to show you guys up close what this looks like. So these are the bowls, and the scene in here is my favorite, just because it reminds me of Pemberley Estate from the Keira Knightley Pride and Prejudice. It's just the perfect scene. It's the perfect blue. It's navy and white. They look antique and vintage, but they're brand new. So I'm the only one who has eaten off of them. So germ-wise, I love that. Very clean. So that's the bowl. The salad or dessert plate is the most pigmented with the most color. So it's the bluest, and I love that, just the hit of in-your-face color. Really, really beautiful there with another country scene with some geese at the bottom there on the path. So that looks very nice. 12 of those as well. And then this is the dinner plate, which has a little country house, a lot of trees, and a bridge as well. Just love it. And so I found these online for $49.95 on clearance, a box. So I spent $150 only on 12 place settings. I can only fit 3 people at my table right now in terms of how many chairs I have, but I am future forward thinking for if I ever have a house or live in a bigger place and have a dining room table that seats 12, I can have a dinner party and have matching dinnerware. So that's very exciting for me. To continue along the dining theme, I got 4 of these placemats with pheasants on them from Temu or Temu. I don't know how you pronounce it, but there are 4 of them, and they have pheasants and flowers. They're the green kind of dark botanicals that I like, and they look beautiful. Again, pack of 4, even though I have 3 chairs, but everything comes in even numbers, which is good for the future when I have more seating. But I just love the hint of reds and ochres and everything throughout. So I'm gonna set the table with these as well to show you guys what they look like underneath the tableware. Keeping on theme for kitchen and dining, I did pick up 2 new items from Homesense when I was in the kitchenware department. The first is this gold ladle, which is just so beautiful. It's really heavy, and I'll get it as close to you guys as I can. It's a good big scoop because I make a lot of soups and chilies in the fall winter months, and this is perfect for serving if I have people over for chili. I have a black plastic like KitchenAid ladle, but in terms of aesthetic appeal, I feel like this would look really good in a crock pot or a, Dutch oven when I'm serving chili to others. So I'm very much loving the aesthetic of this vibe. And as a match, in the next aisle over, I happened to find gold and marble measuring spoons, which I'm obsessed with. So they are, there's 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon, a half a teaspoon, and a quarter of a teaspoon. And they are handled with marble, ochre marble, and I love them. I just think they're so elegant and decor pieces as much as they are functional in the kitchen. So that will definitely be added to my counter decor, which I'll show you guys how I style up later. And of course, everyone likes to spice their meals with salt and pepper. And I pulled these out from my homewares collection that I've already had. I think I got these at Michael's a season or 2 ago. So the pumpkin is for as you like, salt or pepper, and here we go. It's a white pumpkin, very cute. And then the gourd is orange. So at least they go together but aren't exactly the same, which I kind of dig. So yeah, this little set is super cute. Also for hosting, my cousin got me a present for my birthday, which was back in the spring, but I haven't had a chance to utilize it until I've been having girls over. And it is these marble travertine coasters. I am obsessed. I love them. I love that they're honed and not shiny. So they're matte and you can see all the nicks and crevices in them. I just love that unfinished rough stone look. I don't know how or where she got them. Oh my, the brand on the bottom looks as if it's pronounced whore, which is not, great for children who are watching, but it maybe it's not an English brand. Maybe it just means something else in a different language. But yeah, it came with 5 and they protect all of my surfaces from wine or condensation or anything like that. So I'm excited. I have 5, and so that means I can have 4 people over plus myself, and we're all set to go with our travertine coasters. Another thing you need while cooking in the kitchen is definitely dishcloths. And I have some Halloween ones with pumpkins on them, as well as some harvest ones with root vegetables on them. Now these root vegetable ones are from the Homewares collection at Loblaws, so they're President's Choice, and they're starting to look a little worse for wear. If I had an iron, maybe they'd look better, but they're starting to show their age. So I did see a lot of cute dish towels that could replace the harvest ones, because the Halloween ones are fine. They're in great shape. There's a couple here. I think I just got them a couple seasons ago. So they wash, I guess, better than these. And so they're not aging at all. They're fluffy and fresh every single time they come out of the dryer. But the harvest ones, I saw many at the Homesense and Winners and things like that, and I couldn't decide. So I'm gonna wait till this weekend, but I'm gonna pick up a new pack of 3. That's the only thing I'm missing so far. And there is a new lamp that I wanna get, which I'll insert some footage of here as well. Today I'm filming this on a Wednesday and my payday is Friday. So first thing I'm gonna do when I get paid is go and get the lamp and the dish towels, because when I show you guys my bedroom, the current lamp is from IKEA and it's super modern, meant to look mid-century modern, and it's very nice. It's just not my style anymore, and it doesn't fit the country aesthetic that I've gone for. And this lamp is rattan, and it's modern cut, but rattan is very big in like the Nancy Meyers aesthetic and wicker and all of that, and it's just more up my street. So I'm gonna grab that, and at that point I will finally pull the plug on this indecision about tea towels. So there's that. Finally, this is not related to entertaining or dinnerware or meals or kitchens, but I did thrift this amazing amber and glass bell from Value Village. It's so beautiful. It was covered in candle wax. I don't know how that happened from the previous owner, because it's not a candle holder, but maybe they kept it on a shelf near candles and it just got a lot of splatter. So it looked pretty dingy. So I can see why people passed it over. But for $3, I cleaned it up and scrubbed it up, and I think it's so beautiful and elegant and is the perfect addition to my credenza. When I was at Michael's, there was so much stuff that I wanted. They really know the inside of my head when it comes to fall harvest items. Just everything was beautiful. They had a Victorian line that wasn't necessarily fall, but just Victorian stuff that could be on the cast of Bridgerton that was beautiful. But I showed some restraint, and I only got 3 things, but it's a set of 1. So the first time, because I've been to Michael's, probably this was my 3rd time today, not in one day, but 3rd time over the end of summer season, to check out what they had, see what I wanted to film, think about what I wanted to buy. And I saw this set every single time and really wanted it. But it's this pumpkin and gourd set. So it comes with 3, a yellow ochre gourd, an orange pumpkin, and a white pumpkin. The thing about Ashland though, and my Christmas tree, which you'll see coming up, is also the Ashland brand, is Ashland for Michael's makes incredibly beautiful things, but their prices are astronomical, and I don't agree with that. I just find you can find stuff just as good for a fraction of the price at Homesense and Winners and Marshall's. So why then go into Winners and even bother? I mean, Michael's. Why then go into Michael's and even bother if the prices are ridiculous? Well, if you play your cards right, they often have early sales. So we often make this joke, and I see it made on YouTube from other girls who do home decor hauls. Michael's is months and months ahead of the game when it comes to holiday decor. You'll see they put this out probably in June, their fall festive decor was out in June, and we were still in cold spring weather here. So no one was thinking of it then. And then that's when it was full price. So now, by the time it's been out for June, July, August, it's now going into September, they came to 50% off each. So they have good sales if you can catch them, but I would never buy anything Ashland full price. I didn't even get my tree for Christmas at full price. It's a, you know, one that you kind of clip together. And I got a huge deal on it because I bought it late in the season, and I think I even got it after Boxing Day, so it was really marked down, but it's the highest quality I can get at the most marked down price. Not that I'm cheap, I just don't want to flush money, and there's no way this one pumpkin is worth $10 plus tax. $5, sure. So for 16 bucks after tax, I got 3, and I'm gonna display them as part of my dining room table centerpiece because I think they'll look the best on that black table. The rest of the pumpkins that I have left to show you guys, you've seen before if you've been watching me for a while and watched any of my fall videos from last year. They're still around and they're still cute. So these two are from Homesense, these two patterned ones, and I'm still, the novelty hasn't worn off. I'm as obsessed with them now as I was then, and they'll look great somewhere in my apartment. I'll style them up for sure. The Hostagile, I think that's how it's pronounced, is a scented candle from IKEA, and I'm actually gonna talk a little bit more about IKEA. I didn't have the chance to get there because I've come down with a bit of a cold and it just cut my sourcing short. And also all the things I saw online that I wanted were not available in store. They were sold out. So I'll probably just pop up some pictures of items that I saw that were really cute for the harvest season or the Halloween season from IKEA, because they often do home decor really well as well, but I don't think of them because I think of them more like they're not my style in terms of furniture or in terms of kitchenware. Like nothing is modern Scandinavian in this apartment. So they're the last place I would go to thinking I would find something up my street. But I do like their faux plants and their stems and things like that. So oftentimes I have to walk all the way through the marketplace, the entire marketplace, because the plant section is at the very end. So I see things out of my periphery as I'm going and I go, oh, that's well done. Oh, that's cute. So they have a cute sheet set, botanical sheet set. My duvet and pillow shams are from IKEA, dark botanical. Didn't think that would ever happen, but was walking by, stopped dead in my tracks, said that's perfect, and it was a great deal, got it. That is a thing about IKEA though. They are affordable and I appreciate that. These knit pumpkins here in ochre and cream. And I also have this multicolor one, which is my favorite, and this orangey, kind of, I don't know, what is that? Blood red, orangey, I don't know. These 4 came from the 613 Flea, which is our local flea market that happens every second Saturday downtown Ottawa. They have cinnamon sticks as stems, and I got them a couple of seasons ago as well from a vendor, and they're super cute and small, so they're easy to stash kind of anywhere. So we'll see where we can find those. And before I forget completely, this I also got from IKEA, and this was last year. It is a container that is shaped like a pumpkin and is amber colored glass, and you can store things in there, or I could put floating candles in there. Don't know what I'm gonna do, but I do know that it matches all the colors, it matches my aesthetic, and I think it's adorable. It's a good medium size, so we'll find a spot for that. These patterned pumpkins also came from Homesense last year or the year before, and while I still love them, I'm not so much, like I said, in my beige sad girl era, and I love that they have the orange embellishment on them. It's kind of crocheted on, which is really pretty, but I wish that the cream was like a dark green, a navy, a purple, something like that, just to add more color, because that's what I'm feeling now. I'm not so afraid of color. I just love the jewel tones or anything muted, and that would have been really nice, but I do think they would pop against those darker muted colors, so they still will style up nicely in my place. Last but not least, I hit up Indigo thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be overwhelmed, I'm gonna be shooketh, I'm gonna be verklempt over everything they have for fall, and I was very disappointed. They have nothing really, they had nothing really for me to not only browse, buy, but even shoot for you guys in terms of footage. They have these same pillows from the We collection, which means yes in French, OUI, the We collection. They have the same ones that I got last year. This year they still have them, so if you like them and want them as pillows for your couch or your bed, they're still there. However, the rest of it was very Halloween focused. They didn't even have a lot. They had all ghost mugs, which I already have a ghost mug from Indigo that I got another year, so there was nothing new, and I'm really surprised because they're normally pretty innovative and ahead of the curve in terms of what they stock. So I was just really, you know, kind of surprised that there was a lot of limitations in terms of product. They just weren't, maybe it's too early for them, but again, you got to get while the going's good, and if every other store has their fall stuff out and you don't, I mean, people are going to skip over you. But I don't think it's too late or too early. I don't think it's too early in the season. I just think they didn't really do a lot for fall. They had a pumpkin blanket, but that, other than these pillows and the pumpkin blanket and the ghost mugs, that was pretty much all Indigo had to offer. So that was kind of a wasted trip there. So I'd skip it if you're going on your tour around. I would skip Indigo altogether. There wasn't a whole lot. So that is everything that I had from last year that I pulled out that will start styling around the apartment, as well as the new in items like the ladle and the teaspoons that I'm gonna add to my hostess collection because I am now comfortable hosting people in my space. But let's jump up and style this place up room by room. Thank you guys so much for watching this new in fall home decor video and fall harvest festival vibes video. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to have more content from me weekly in your inbox. Thanks so much and see you guys in the next video.